All right, welcome everybody to the brand new Gaming Backlog Challenge here on the channel. It's Backlog Quest, presented to you by
Yes.
Tarqaron. Right?
It's been in the works for the last month or so, probably a little bit, maybe even a little longer than that. We've been bouncing around talking about. I guess towards the end of the previous challenge is really when we were kind of went full gear in it, but better part of a month at least.
Yeah, I'm
So
quite proud of this concept. I think
yeah,
it's pretty cool. I think it's a lot more compelling than our previous challenge, even though I do have this still by my side. Tarqaron's best
yes,
gamer,
yeah,
everybody.
that's right,
But this one's a lot
that's right.
more. The only problem we have with that challenge, the only problem we have with that challenge is that it's very restricted to just a set list of games,
Right.
and so there's not really much wiggle room. If you're gonna play a game that's not one of those, then you're not gonna get anything for it. And so if you're not feeling them or whatever, what may have you, then it's just a list and that's it. This one's a lot more involved. It's essentially RPG themed by its nature. There's a lot of different elements. We got main quests, we got side quests, we got party quests, we got all these different things. We got bosses and checkpoints. I mean, like
That's,
this is
yeah,
something we could
save
sell.
points.
I
We
could
call it a
sell this
save point, maybe.
concept to. It's not it's not really much of a checkpoint either. So I wouldn't go to a
Yeah,
save point.
I
I
guess
already
that's true.
I
Yeah.
already quarreled with it being like a mini boss, but just for
Yeah.
different checkpoint. At a set point at least throughout the
Yeah. We
time.
will get into explaining all of these things in
Yes,
a short minute here,
but
but
essentially it's going to be year long from February till the end of the year. Um, we took the first month because we knew we wanted to play Clair Obscure Expedition 33 because of the game awards. We said whatever won game of the year, we would play that. So we wanted to get that out
right.
of the way before getting into this. And there's a lot of different things. We have videos that we're going to be watching that we haven't seen before coming into this. We're going to be assigning games to each other that we don't know yet. So there's a lot of stuff still up in the air. And essentially, we're going to kick it off, lock in our first quest. You don't even know what that means yet, but we're going to lock in our first quest and kick things off. The plan is to do bi-monthly updates, but much more active challenge. Like pretty much I'm using this as a framework to do for like a lot of my backlog goals for the year because it's pretty flexible in a lot of the ways and you can like fit in most games that you're thinking of playing within this. It's not like the other one where it's a set list of 10 games or 15 games we had each. And so it'll be fun. We'll get into it. We will get
Yeah.
into it now. Are you ready to get into it? The backlog quest?
The backlog quest is just beginning. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to just a little additional background on it too is that
Yeah,
we
when did you
also
start
wanted to come
playing
up.
video games? Give us the give us the
No, no,
back.
nothing quite like that. It's more like kind of some of our inspirations. I would say like our friend Blinkoom Steve has tons of different methods of because I think we spitballed like doing a basically doing like something similar to what he does for some of his backlog challenges, doing like a having like a bingo board and then like filling games into to make bingo or to fill it out essentially. But we wanted to make it a little bit more like we wanted to come up with something different. We didn't want to just copy somebody else's idea.
Yeah.
Um, but we liked the idea of having freedom to kind of come up with
Yeah.
uh, a lot of different, again, like kind of like what Zach said, you get kind of stuck with the same list, and it's like, well, I don't feel like playing that, so that can be kind of
There's
hard.
freedom and there's different strategies you can use and there's also points where while there is freedom you can lock yourself into something that might not be ideal, but
Mm,
it's more few and far between and it's like whether you want to go for the bigger points and stuff like that. But
right.
all will be revealed now. Backlog quests. All right. This is
Backlog Quest.
this is essentially there is first of all the main framework is um, there's a list of 20 main quests to choose from. Once you lock in a quest, you cannot leave the quest until you've finished a game that matches that criteria. All right, that's the basis of the challenges. Like, while there is freedom, you do need to lock yourself into a category. And once you finish, then you'll immediately assign another one, and then you'll keep going like that. Um, the baseline rule is that every game has to be at least 10 hours. Using howlongtobeat.com is not perfect, but that's our baseline. If the game's at least 10 hours and it fits the category, then you're good to go. If it say it's like 9 hours and you really want to do it, if the other person approves it, like with a knowing that you just need to stretch a little bit to make sure you play 10 hours worth of content, then that's fine. But essentially, so that's a different wrinkle when you're considering what quest to do, is it has to be 10 hours too. So some of these is like, oh man, there's a lot of options. But then you think about it, it's like, okay, no, a lot of those are under 10 hours. So I can't do those. So you got to consider that. This was the biggest thing early on. I was trying to figure out how to balance, because initially when I was trying to think of point values, I was like, maybe give higher points for longer games and things like that. But we wanted to make it more freed up. So this is like baseline 10 hours, so that we're not just jamming in 2-hour games, or people aren't getting stuck with super long games while people have shorter games, and like
Right.
not discourage you. There's also things in place that will encourage us to play longer games. So after you complete 4 quests, you'll be a checkpoint that you reach, which is a 40-hour minimum game. So 40+ hour game. Do you have to? That's any of your choice, so it doesn't have to fit any
Yep.
category. But at least 40 hours, and you have to finish that before you can go on to another quest.
So it's probably going to be an RPG, most of
Yeah,
the
so that's
time.
our way to
But
work in, because otherwise, if we just had the challenge like this, it's like you're pretty much never incentivized to go for a lengthy RPG, because it's going to
right.
set you back so much. But it's like you can actually factor it in. It's going to be regular, and assuming we're a lot more active with this one, we should have at least a couple of those checkpoints coming in. And then the added wrinkle is that there's a couple added wrinkles, a lot still to go to, but
There's all kinds of there's wrinkles up the wazoo. It's pruned. We really stick it in the water, we're letting it soak in there for a
yeah,
while.
we will go through all the different quests and describe them, but I'm just laying the
Hmm.
groundwork here first. Essentially, pretty much all of the main quests are worth 5 experience points. And so this whole challenge, you're gathering experience points, and whoever has the most experience points at the end will be crowned the King of Tarqaron. We're literally going to send a physical crown to the other person. Last time we
That's
did a
right.
trophy, now it's a crown for a king.
That's right.
Yes.
We're crowning the champion. I mean, it's at the end of a long quest. It's like oftentimes the party is granted some form of dukedom or royalty. So
Right.
hey,
Right.
there you go, a crown.
And so yeah, the main quests, 19 out of 20 of them are worth 5 experience points. There's one little special one in there called Random Rules, which is worth 15 experience points. The reason being is that's one you have to, once you lock it in, you will then randomize out of your backloggery for a completely random game that you haven't finished, and you're stuck with it as long as it's 10
Yeah.
hours, and then you're stuck with it. So it's a gamble. And the thing is, why it's even more of a gamble is there's not as much reward as there's risk. Like, it's not like you can get a 2-hour game and it's like, oh, you lucked out. At minimum, it's a 10 hours. So it's like that's the bottom. It can only go up. Like for me, I
Right.
could get Persona 5 Royal, and that would really fuck me up. That would really fuck me up. Because you're gonna be stuck on
Or
that for a long time.
I'm thinking like one of the trails in the sky or something, or Trails of Cold Steel. I could get stuck with
Yeah.
something like that. Is what would especially. So I guess one thing we haven't talked about with that, but like I would imagine this would be up to, and some of this is also up to our discretion. Like we're always going to be in communication with each other about the games we pick and if it fits or not.
Hmm.
I would say for random rules, for example, if you get stuck with a sequel of a game that you haven't played, you would defer to the first game.
Yeah, should we
Something
defer? Do we think
like
we
that.
should we defer or not reroll?
I mm,
Because then you
that's a
get
good
into. I think
question.
you just do a raw reroll
Yeah.
because then you get into.
I think a raw re yeah, you think you're right. A raw reroll might
Then you
be a
get
better
into
idea.
subjective, like these are kind of standalone games, but it's technically a sequel, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Um. So yeah, I think raw reroll, and it would
Yeah, raw
reroll
reroll is a good idea. Yeah.
reroll if it's under 10 hours. We'll verify that essentially.
Yeah.
But whenever we claim it, because it might not be on camera when we claim it,
It's
or
true.
most
It's
likely
true.
won't be, because I think we'll probably only be doing the first one here. And so whenever we claim it, we're gonna just have to do a screen recording on our end just to show our random spin here.
Right.
Um, so that's a high stakes one. So it's worth 3 times the regular value, because you could just end up with a 10-hour game, and it's like, okay, great. Or you could end up with a 100-hour game. Like I think that's the longest one I have currently. It's probably Persona 5 Royal.
Mm.
Um, I think it can be there's wiggle room to whether we can like confer with the other person, like with all things, and be like, well, it gave me Persona 5. I can play Persona 5 Royal or whatever, like a
Yeah.
different version of the game or something
Right.
like that. But
Right.
so yeah, that's random rules. The other thing, which is a different form of quest, is the party quests. Now, this is when we reached out to the 4 guests that we've had over the last year of Tarqaron. So we reached out to Rusty, Blink, Tara, and Luke, and I asked them all. I gave them the rules, at least 10-hour game, from our backloggery that we haven't played, and I said, give us a game that'll be your pick, and it'll be worth 10 experience points, so double the regular value for their game. So it just has to be 10-hour minimum. There's no ceiling, so I don't
Right.
know what route they went with it. I said it could be the same game for both of us, or you could do 2 different games for each of us. And these aren't mandatory, but they are just juicier options. They're worth double the amount, and they're unique in that, unlike the other categories, you're locked into a specific game. So it'll be like if you chose Super Mario Bros. Wonder, then once you lock that in, you're stuck with that until you beat it.
That's right. Yeah.
And
So you have to claiming your game is the key component here. You can't just be wishy-washy about it and then play other games. I mean, you could, and there are some rules in there for if you beat other games that aren't on here.
mhm,
Um, but you do have to finish the game that you claim before you do
or you can
anything
get
else.
another quest. Yeah.
That's right. Before you get another main quest, you got to do the main quests in a certain
Hmm.
way. You can't take on more than one main quest at a time. That's just not how it works.
In most games, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and the fun part of that is that we'll be getting our live reactions to that a little bit later in this video.
Right.
I
We don't
haven't
know
I
what
didn't
the
even look
games
at
that
the
they chose first
videos. I just threw them into a slideshow. So apologies if the audio's, hopefully it's good, because it's not level or anything for each of
yet.
them. But that'll be fun. They're short videos, so quick and snappy, and we'll put them in um, when that comes up. So let me get into some other things. We got side quests, or another thing. So first off, I should say, as you briefly mentioned, we wanted to give a little credit for other games outside of the challenge, to where it's like you're not going to be awarded as much for them, obviously, but at the same time, it's not like if I'm playing a different game, it's not going to completely tank me. At least give me something. So
Hmm.
you get 1 experience point for any game that's not from your quest or whatever you're in the middle of. So um, that's 1 experience point. It's not much, but it's something. Throw you a bone for it. And then another
Right.
thing, if you know from the channel, we do Gents challenges through our Discord, which is a different separate backlog challenge, which is done every couple months there. It's a very regular thing where you're assigned 2 games to beat within a 2-month deadline. And our big thing with this challenge is like in the last one, it was kind of luck of the draw, whether you ended up with certain games that are worth certain points. And through the Gens Challenge, wanted to kind of take that element out of it to where you have a little more control, but at the same time, give a little bit for doing the Gens Challenge games so you don't have to completely abandon that challenge. So those are worth 2 experience points each. So if you beat both of your Gens Challenge games, you'll get 4 points. All right.
Which is good, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
You want to try to incentivize us for doing for still participating in that community effort, and we do want to still have a good time. So we wanted to give like at least a little bit of a credit toward doing that.
Yeah, and those 2 side
So
quests are the only ones that are not stuck with the 10-hour minimum rule. So you can get in shorter games. But, again, they're not going to be worth as much. So it's not going to be overkill where you can just rack up tons of points that way. Another rule that's important for this challenge is that games are only eligible if you start them after the quest has started. All right, so you lock in a quest, you start the game. It's not lock in a quest. Let me finish up this game I started, and claim it for this. All right. So that means no games that we've started currently. That means no games that we start now while we're not locked into a quest. So we're not gonna be cute and we're doing a quest. So we're playing another game on the side. We finish this quest, lock in this quest, and then finish that game. No, it's a clean. Once you start the quest, you're starting the game. If you've played the game before, like I was considering some games like Lost in Random, which we started, you just have to start fresh. That's just, there's no way around it. So you either have to do it and get no points, or you start fresh.
Right. Which then can also sort of incentivize you to finish games that you start as well. So you start a game after you started one game, but you beat the challenge game, but you can't then go in and then finish that other game as part of another quest. It's like, no, finish the games that you're starting. If you're going to start this other game, finish that quest, that game during that quest. Then finish your quest game, because then you'll actually get points for it. So, yeah.
So you get points for everything except for games that were already started going into this year, and then additional side quests are ones that can be applied to other games that we are doing through other quests. For example, if you beat a game on a harder difficulty, so just anything above normal or medium, so hard or more, then you get 1 additional experience point you can tack on. Only applicable to the games from these quests, not the other games that we get like a point or 2 for outside of it. Also, there's an additional point if you earn a platinum or 100% a game from this challenge. All right, so that's a little more, we got to use the honor system for this. Platinums are very easy, or 100% trophies. You can see that clear as day. But for other games, we also want to make them eligible that aren't on PlayStation necessarily. So those are a little more like you got to hold yourself to it and be honest. Did you 100% that game or not? And then you get an additional experience point. The fun with that challenge, or the side quest, is that you could add on an additional experience point later in the year, as long as it's one that you've already finished in a previous quest. So say you finish a game for a quest in February, you could always go back and clean up the platinum in June, and you add on an additional point for that. So that is something you could work on in the background if you like, if it's like a tedious platinum or 100% thing. So
Right.
So there's little ways to give a little bit of an edge if you like, or there are also not too many points. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's not like, oh man, I need to do hard difficulty on every game to even keep up. There's enough there to differentiate yourself. The last side quest is one for finishing games from 5 unique systems, which specifically 5 different pieces of hardware. So I can't do 5 games on Nintendo Switch Online, one for Super Nintendo, one for Game Boy Advance. The idea is that you want to diversify the systems you're playing on. So a Wii
Right.
game, PlayStation 5 game, a DS game, a PlayStation 2 game, a 360 game, that kind of thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So it kind of encourages us to like look a little outside the box
Yeah.
for ideas for what games we want to include in our main quests. So
Just things to incentivize diversifying what we're playing. So that's an additional 5 experience points for that. And that's a
right.
one-time redemption thing. I don't think we should do that in stacking. We don't want to stack those.
But it'd be kind of hard to stack it. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure I own probably
Like you could
10 different.
stretch it, but I'm not even 100%, so that's why I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I have 10 different pieces of hardware? Probably, but
And it's like
that's
I'm not going to
dependent on me.
like
So,
because then I would have then I'd be like I have to feel the need to play a on my PlayStation 4 instead of playing it on the
yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, that would be silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point.
And then a couple other things. One option, which is essentially your one mulligan. It's called flee. You know it when you play a turn-based RPG. You can flee a battle. You can do the
hmm
same in here. One time throughout the year, you can bail from a main quest, excluding random rules. No, no way you're getting out of that. All right.
Nope, you can't flee.
You
Can't flee from
cannot
that. You
flee
come into
from
that.
this from this battle.
That's right. You can't. You come into that one. It's like a silly battle. It's like a trick battle, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't run away from it.
So this is what might not even come into play, but just want an option for somehow it becomes really annoying. Whatever we're stuck on, you get one, get out of jail
Right.
free there. But I don't even know if that will be a factor really, because most of the quests
Yeah.
you
No.
have multiple options. The idea is that once you pick a quest, most of them you're not locked into a specific game. So if you're not feeling the game, you could still have some flexibility to bounce to a different one. But
Right.
so before we get into the main quest, there's one other thing, which
Oh.
is the quote unquote final boss. All
Oh.
right.
Right. Yes.
So in order to redeem any experience points for the entire year, you have to finish the final boss, which is the game that we're assigning each other. So it's essentially we got one game we can force the other person to play, but also at the same time less than 50 hours, so that way it's not like you're giving me Persona 5 Royal and I'm giving
Right.
you some 20-hour game, you know.
Yeah. So it's got to be there's got to be some leeway there for us to. We're already going to be playing long games anyway, so we might as well not punish each other so hard.
Yeah. And so that we will
But
do once we've gone through the party and what they've decided for us. That way we don't double up there. And
right.
once we go through those, once we assign each other our final boss, then we will lock in our first quest that we want to start with. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think if there's anything else before we
I
go
don't think there's
through.
anything major. We covered most of we covered the big bullet points
Yeah.
of the system here. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about this. I was telling some friends about this, and they thought it was really neat that we had all these different categories and everything for it. So
It's
for our
ambitious.
main quest, it is ambitious, and we like that here. We like to try new things, and this is. I feel like this is going to be a pretty interesting way to sort of diversify our playing habits. So
Yeah. So we
gamifying our backlog is, I think, maybe the best way
that's the
to
key.
work on
That's the
getting it.
key.
So
Oh, another thing to note for the final boss, that is the one that you don't have to lock in and like
mhm,
play until you finish. That's one you could theoretically work on alongside other games, finish at any time. Obviously, by its nature, you're incentivized to do it as early as possible to make sure it's out of the way. So you could just go all in on that, even if you locked in another quest, or you could sprinkle it throughout the year, depending on what kind of game it is, what you're feeling. But if you don't finish it by the end of the year, you get nothing. So that's
yeah,
validating everything you got.
yeah. You could Breath of the Wild it and just go run right to the final boss and just do that
Yeah.
if you really want to.
So well, in the previous challenge, we were able to assign each other 5 games. They weren't required. They were just worth a little extra. and this one we're forcing the other person to play one game. So
Yeah, you
I've
have to play this in
I-
order to get any experience points.
I've definitely
Otherwise,
considered.
the kingdom is in ruin. And what are you gonna do
Yeah,
then?
yeah, and it's the fun thing. It's the final boss, like you said. It's some people you want to do all the side quests and everything beforehand, but probably not a good idea for this because you'll run out of time. So you might want to beeline it for the final boss and then go clean up some quests. But
Right?
yeah, so now we can go into the main quests and just describe each one. And these are all their options. Um, we have a variety of different things. A couple inspired by other like Dense Challenge themes we've had in the past, and some other a couple Tarkron related things too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first one is Certified Banger, which is a game that has to be 90 or higher on Metacritic. Which there's a surprising amount to choose from when I was looking through this. I was like, man, this is tough, but there are a lot of 90 plus. I was making a little
Yeah.
short list, but it's also the fact I haven't played a lot of really good games that are still out there too.
Sure.
So there's that, and then the flip side we have Certified Stinker, which is
Under 70 on Metacritic.
yeah. So
So
not necessarily. It's maybe an exaggeration. It's Certified Stinker,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's hard to go much lower than that. Really, I was trying.
it is.
I found like one game that was under 60 that was eligible. Like there was 10 hours at least on my backlog. So it's
It
tough.
it I would say in terms of in terms of the general discourse around video game scores, which is just kind of
Music.
a sort of a joke. What's that? No, no, the
Hmm.
score, like the scoring, the Metacritic scores.
Hmm.
Like usually, if it is below 70, that means the game's not very good.
Right.
Because basically, if a game's getting like a 6 or lower, then it's like, it's probably not great. Um, I don't know. I feel like my only certified stinker is like what Balan Wonderworld, and I've 100% of that game. So
That's the one.
that's
That's
that.
the one on my short
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
That's the one.
yeah. That's the one.
I have that, and well, I haven't looked because I was initially looking under 60. That was the only one I had. I also have
Yeah.
Forspoken, which I'm considering.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
there.
A lot
Uh,
of thoughts about that game.
yeah, I from everybody's criticisms about it, it seems right up my alley. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, it
oh,
is.
I'm here
It's
for it.
I actually really like it. Not for the story. The story is horrible, but I actually really like the game. It's fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. So, but
So next up we have Gents Redemption. So this is in reference to the Gents Challenge, which we referenced earlier. This is any game that we previously failed on the Gents Challenge, which is unfortunately quite a bit for us. There's quite a few
mm.
options for each of us, but
Yeah.
as long as it's 10 hours, I have a lot of good options. There was a bunch. There were RPGs too. There might be not ideal, but there are a couple I'm considering for that.
Yeah, I have one in particular in mind for that one, so it'd be a good one for me to do.
Next one
So
is licensed game, which uh when you think of a licensed game, you think of like probably a lot of games that aren't actually eligible. That's the only difficult thing. You think of a SpongeBob game, you think of all these typical licensed games that are not 10 hours. They're
mm.
just usually not. So,
But there's a decent amount of them that are like there's a bunch of Lord of the Rings games. The Lego games are usually longer than that. You're gonna be spending more time playing those. Um, than uh, Star Wars, any Star Wars
well, that's
games,
what I'm
so it's
saying.
like
It opens up
existing
when you go to
the
Star
larger
Wars.
existing property
Yeah.
is definitely have um yeah, it's like you do tend to think of like the cheap
The
like
janky
2000
ones,
mid
yeah.
2000s jank ones, but really there's like even any Marvel game, Marvel Spider-Man,
Right.
the Avengers,
So I'm saying. So I'm gonna end up just
um
playing Star Wars
yeah,
Jedi Fallen Order or Marvel Spider-Man.
yeah,
And it's like, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
mean, sure, why
licensed.
not? Like,
But
but you yeah. Or a Lego game. I mean, if you own a bunch of Lego games, you could
I don't
probably
know if how many I do,
yeah.
but I don't know.
I
I
do
don't
have a
know how
few.
long they are. Some of those.
Yeah, I guess we'd have to double check. I feel like most of them I've always spent more time than 10 hours on them though. So, I don't know.
It's up to discretion then at that point.
I
Uh,
guess so, yeah.
Next one is Box Art Battles game. So a series we do on the channel is where it's called Box Art Battles. We pit video game box arts against each other in tournament brackets. The games in them are randomly assembled by my brother for us. And so this is any game that has appeared on there at any point. Could have lost round one, could be a winner. Um, Obviously, it has to be 10 hours or longer. That's the complication with that one because it
Mhm.
pretty much nullified almost the entire Harry Potter, the entire Shrek episode. There's not a single Shrek game that's over 10 hours. No way. So
None of the Shrek games are. Most of those some of the, like, earlier Harry Potter games, they're over 10 hours, right?
no,
Like
I
the
looked.
Chamber of Secrets?
I looked.
Seriously?
All of them
I
except for Hogwarts
remember
Legacy are under. Yeah,
really?
there might be
That's
one
very
that's
surprising to
close.
me.
There might be one that's close, like 9 hours, but just
Yeah.
on the baseline, it's not. So that's the only complication with that. I do have a couple I'm considering. I mean, I don't really have to be that cagey about it, but so I'm
Yeah.
thinking Dying Light is what I'm considering because
Yeah.
I bought
That's a big
that
one, yeah.
because it won Box Art Battles, so
Right. Right.
that's what I'm considering
And,
mostly.
I will say, I was gonna say, oh, well, in terms of the Harry Potter games, I have played. I don't even know if it was on my backlog anymore, but I did at one point own the Goblet of Fire game on the GameCube. That game is like 3 hours long. It
Hmm.
was like one of the. I hated it. I hated that game. I was
Yeah.
like legitimately upset playing it. So,
So I was
um,
going through some of these all these categories, trying to make short lists of like options and Box Art Battles. There's some that you've probably forgotten about that are like
mm,
Pokemon Red and Blue. I forgot we even had them in there. I was like, oh,
mm,
they're there. Um, but then a lot of them are weird ones that I don't own or they're shorter games. So I probably will lean towards Dying Light for that. But
yeah.
um, also we have Animal on the Box Art. This is just a random one. Any game has an animal on the box art. This one was actually surprisingly hard when I was looking through. I was like, surely there's more of these. Like just scrolling through like the highest average games that I have, and just no animals to be found. The I guess we should clarify: is
Not
any
even birds
animal?
like in the background.
Okay, yeah, I guess maybe there's a distant bird I gotta look for. But the one I saw was Ty the Tasmanian tiger, and
Oh yeah, sure,
and
sure, yeah, yeah.
he's a weird anthropomorphic animal
He's a freak.
freak. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a.
But that game was 9 hours, so it would be up
Mm,
to your discretion on that. But
right. If you think you're gonna spend more time in that game, yeah.
I'd say no fictional creatures like that are no Pokemon because that's a cop out. That's like they're not full animal. That's what I would say. What do you think?
Okay, so no fantasy animals like dragons or anything like that, like Spyro.
Yeah, this one's. I don't know. I was thinking just normal animal,
I feel
but
this to me, I feel like is something that we can discuss. Like this is something that me and you, if we decide a game, hey, I want to play this for this quest. What do you think?
right. But
And we can
what
kind of
should we say now? Like as a blanket rule,
I
fictional creatures or no? Because because
it's tough.
then all the Pokemon are basically that.
Yeah,
That's kind
sure,
of
but like there are
boring.
Pokemon games that I haven't. So what? What's
I
wrong with that?
because the
Pokemon
animal in the
games are
box art,
long.
it was like you have to look for them though. That was the whole point. It's like a weird category, not just like, oh, here's the Pokemon game
Okay.
category. But
Yeah, but like what if you don't have anything that fits that?
you just said there's a
Like
bird
what if you
somewhere.
just don't have yeah, okay, maybe you'd make that that's why I suggested that cuz like just thinking I'm like I don't know. I don't even know if I like off the top of my head I don't know if that's the case.
I don't know. Dragons though, I feel like is not really the vibe though, because like we were gonna say, Monster Hunter is the animal in the box art.
Sure.
I mean,
It's going to be a hard game to okay, how do you beat Dragon Monster Hunter,
I
you know?
never played them.
Yeah. Well, there is no really you don't really beat them. I mean, you do, but like you beating the main quest of that game is like, oh, now you can actually play the game.
Right.
So that's
So I vote no fictional creature. You vote fictional creature, right?
I
We're a
think fictional
tie.
creatures should count personally, but
Damn.
um,
Animal.
I guess technically speaking, if I guess I should have said ahead of time, maybe it should say creature on the box art. It's
Well, that's because I just
critter.
put it. I just threw it out there. Animal in the box art.
Yeah.
Wasn't much thought. Wasn't much
Yeah.
thought put into
I
it.
saw that and I was like, sure. That sounds good to me. And now I'm thinking about it like, oh, I don't know though.
But surely there's like some. Yeah, the problem is like there a lot of them are short too. These like little indie games that have
Yes,
creatures or like
exactly.
mice.
I'm looking over my copy of Tomba on the PS5. It got pig on it.
Hmm.
But Tomba is not a very long game, so
There you go. My brother joked that like all the Harvest Moon games would be eligible, but I'd have to put myself through the hell of watching all my animals die
beating
again.
them. See, like here's Atelier Ryza 2. There's some birds in the distance there.
Got it.
That should count, right? Yeah.
Where's the
There we
bird?
go.
Where's the bird?
The birds are all over there. You see, the birds are flying in the sky. There's also a little
Mm,
fantasy creature here,
that's
but
a
they're also
fantasy
birds.
creature. And then we're gonna have like, and then we're gonna have like this girl has bunny ears, cat ears. How about this?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I won't do that.
Or like, here's my unicorn overlord. Oh, there's a lion guy here. There's a big lion man.
Is it a lion man or is it a lion? See, this is what we need to figure
It
out.
looks like a lion bear thing.
All right. Well, I think yeah, we can find stuff, and I think we can
Yeah.
find regular animals,
I think we can. I think we can. I think we can do it.
and we just
We can make it
We
work.
run it by approval. But
Yeah. Well, I think
if
that's
there's a
how some of
bird,
these are going to have to work.
if there's a
Yeah.
bird, so be it.
Yeah.
It's like a game that has no animals in sight, but there's a distant bird in the background. Yeah, there you go. So you're playing. It's like some game in the city. Yeah. All right. All right. We also have indie game. Okay. Are we gonna have any debates about what an indie game is? Can we keep it
No,
cute?
I don't. I don't think so. This is also the one that is not beholden to our 10
No, it
hours rule,
is.
right?
It is.
Oh, it still is? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I wasn't sure on that, so I wanted to run
All of
that by
them
you,
are.
but
That's the wrinkle.
okay.
So you have to find an indie game
Yeah.
that's over 10 hours. I mean, we just have been playing
Which there
one.
are.
Yeah,
There are. Yeah.
there are. Because I'm probably gonna play plenty of the shorter indie games throughout the year.
Sure. I already have an idea for a longer one too here, so.
So we have also new series, which is a series you haven't played before, as well as series continuation, which is a series you have played before. So, series continuation, as long as you played any of the entries in the series, it's up for grabs.
Yep.
New
Final
series,
Fantasy or Zelda.
yeah, Final Fantasy.
For me.
New series, so specifically games we haven't played, right? It's not just beaten, but we haven't played any of the series that we want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So like it would be like Uncharted for me, or heck, even like Spyro or Ratchet and Clank.
Series, how many games does it have to be in it for it to be a series? Because 2 games in it being I haven't played that series.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that should count. Yeah.
But no bullshit standalone. Like I haven't played any of the South of Midnight series.
Yeah, that's not a series. That's one game.
All right. And then we have the Tarqaron Connection, which is a Tarqaron related game. So this could be any game we've reviewed previously that we haven't finished, or it can be anything that's connected to a movie or thing we've reviewed. So essentially, Sonic games would be up for grabs. One I considered is Detective Pikachu. So
Yep.
there's that one.
Yep.
I guess if it was like Star Wars, it should probably be, a specific movie one. Try to keep it as connected as possible. It's not like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is kind of a stretch to say, but it's
but like Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga would be something that's involved in there. because
Yeah.
we reviewed all those movies on the channel.
None of the
So
Shreks because they're not long enough.
yeah, I don't
None of
think
the
any of
Harry
those
Potters
games
are
are.
long enough. Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
but there's a good amount of stuff that you can go into there. We also have outside our comfort zones. It's a little more subjective, but it's a genre you don't play much. You have to be honest. Don't lie.
Right.
For me, like, it's not many. I'm usually pretty open. The one I really don't play is probably one I don't have any games of, realistically, which is an RTS game. Stuff like that. I mean, like, you can technically say, like, Pikmin,
Yeah.
but like, RTS games, racing games,
Turn-based.
I have a bunch of racing games that I just haven't really played many at all outside of
Yeah.
Mario Kart. And then stealth games for me. Like,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I really can't do Metal Gear Solid. I'm not gonna do it, but it's just not for me. Stealth. So I was considering
Stealth.
like maybe like a Dishonored or something.
Well, there's like tactics game for me. So like tactics. It says turn-based strategy.
Yeah,
Like I played some. Like Fire Emblem is probably the most I've done there.
same.
Uh, but even then, I have not beaten a single Fire Emblem game. So
And I've beaten a single Fire Emblem game.
which Awakening?
Path of Radiance. Yeah.
Oh, specifically it was Path Radiance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Awakening is one I loved, but never finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a couple options there. Then we have something new and something old. All right, something new is a game released in the 2020s. Something old is a game that came out when you were 10 or younger.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's gonna be 2001 or before for me, and I think it'll be like
2006.
2006.
2006 or earlier for me.
Yeah.
So that's, and then
the
games
pre-Wii.
released. Yeah, games released in 2020s. Obviously, a lot of the games that you probably eye up to play in general are going to be eligible for those. A lot of the ones we named. The Spider-Mans, the Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Orders, a lot of AAA titles like that. So that's an easy one for sure if you want to do that. Climbing the Mountain is a game from a system that has the most games on your backlog. So we can say right now what that is. For me, it's the GameCube.
4.
Okay. GameCube, because I've just collected so many of them, so it's just added up. So I already have a couple I'm considering there. PlayStation 4 is easy. Obviously, tons of options. But that's an effort to whittle those down,
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, hey, most like RPGs, most quest type games, you gotta climb a mountain at some point. You gotta climb a tower or something like that. So you gotta get up there at some point. You might as well start at step 1 or rock 1. So
next up is In Season, which is it's one of those ones it's hard to lock in. It's all about timing. You got to beat a game that fits the current season of the year. So we're talking seasonally, we're talking like around the holiday, that kind of thing. I think we established it. We have to lock in the quest at that time. It's not about when you finish it.
Right. So like a horror game would be great for like October, so you could save that one for later. We could do something now that's somewhat wintry. If there's like a something taking place on an ice or cold environment one, or something love related
next
too.
month.
We could do
Love.
that around Valentine's Day. Yeah.
The month after that, all those Irish games. There's so many to choose from.
All those Irish games. Yes. Hey. That's right.
So that's
all those Leprechaun games that we own.
That one's really up to just when the timing lines up. Next up, we have Capcom Lock.
So we tossed around. We were like, what ideas of like, ideas of like, with certain publishers or developers that we have lots of games for, or games that we would like, or anything like that. And it's like me and you play a lot of Nintendo games, so I know that there are definitely a lot in that category that we probably still could fit in that. But we're like, Capcom's got a lot of games. There's Resident Evil. There's Phoenix Wright. There's Devil May Cry. There's Mega Man. So there's like lots of games that I have not played and Zach has not played from that publisher that I think we both own.
Yep.
So
I think
we figured Capcom's always got some quality in there too. So
yeah. So for me, I got a bunch of Resident Evils I could do, or Phoenix Wright is the one that's top of mind that I would have been meaning to beat Phoenix Wright for the longest time. So
yeah, I'd love to, because I beat the first one, played through the first one. I'd really like to play through more of those too. So
I'm gonna skip the next two because they're a little more interesting ones. So I'll go with Guy with a Gun. We talk about it on Box Art Battles. It's an old tried trope of these box arts. A guy holding a gun. In this case, it doesn't matter how, but oftentimes looking off the distance, we think it's just cause. Was it just cause 4?
just cause
or it's holding a
there's
shotgun over his shoulder or whatever, and it's like looking off into the horizon.
Just cause there's The Last Office, there's BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, we're talking guy with a gun. Not woman with a gun, not creature with a gun. Not person with a bow and arrow. All right, let's keep it simple. Guy with a gun. There's actually way too many options for this. Unfortunately, in this world.
In this world, there's too many options for that one.
There you go. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Next one we have is called Backlog Ballot. It's inspired by the Backlog Ballot Gents Challenge we did previously, where that was like you would have a whole list of games and everybody would vote on each other's games. This one is literally we just shortlist 5 games, 10 hours or higher, and we're gonna post a poll on RNG. Just be like, what game should Alec play next if that's his thing, and then give it, I guess, a day or just a day.
Yeah, 24 hours or a day or so. Yeah,
and then that's it. So that's a little more you get to choose too. A lot more control over that, but it's also a little fun element. Right. And then lastly, of our main quests, we have Alphabet Roulette, which is literally not quite random rules, but you randomize a letter, and then you have to choose a game that starts with that letter. So once you lock in this quest, randomize a letter, it gives you C. Okay, you're stuck with C. You just have to beat a game starts with C, 10 hours or higher. And the only exceptions, I think, were Q, X, Y, and Z. You can choose to re-roll if so. All right, you get 1 re-roll. I mean, if it comes up with another one of those, you can re-roll. But whatever you get outside of those, no re-rolls. Right, so because like
stick with the letter.
we have options we could do for those, but the point is it's not supposed to be full on random rules. So it's not like you want to pull out a Q. I have like 1 Q game in my whole collection, where I have X, which is like I think maybe
Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade, and I have X-Men, an X-Men game. I don't know if it's 10 hours though, so it's like okay, I'm really stuck there. So it's like if you want to go with it, sure. But you can re-roll at that point.
All right.
So that's a fun little thing.
Yeah. So that's it. Those are our main quests there. So we're gonna be doing that for the course of the year.
Yeah, so that's the constant pool we can pick from. I put together little sheets for us. So I have an example, first of all, a progress sheet, which is what we'll be filling out as we track everything. So it's very important every time we finish a quest or we redeem any amount of experience points, we log it in here. We put the date, nice and cute, laid out, so it's clear. So anytime you finish a quest, anytime you finish a side quest on top of it, whatever it may be, put it here, and you get your current total, everything laid out. You'll have the current quest at the top. I'm thinking I'm going to try to have a form that we can put out in the link in the description once we upload this video, so that if you want to, you can check in, see how our progress is going, even off recording. because we're only going to check in every couple months. There will be stuff happening, and you can see. Also have.
That's right.
I put together checklists for each of us just to make it easy for us to keep track of all the ones we've done individually. You can put in progress or finished, and put the game there. That's nice and clean. Keeps track of all of them. The only things not on this list will be the checkpoints, because that's just as many as you get to. All right, so are we ready, I guess, to get into the party quest and see what our guests have chosen for us?
Yeah, let's see what our merry band has chosen for us to play.
And again, I gave them the
Over the
rules.
course of the year.
I gave them the rules. They told them 10 hours at least. A game we haven't finished from our backloggeries. If they fumbled it after the fact, it was out of my hands. It's out of my control. I couldn't look at the videos beforehand, so.
It's true. I saw the message that Zach wrote. It was extensive. It was descriptive.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like overly long. It was just like, hey, these are the guidelines. Just giving you a rundown of kind of what we're doing. Here's what you need to do.
Yep.
And that's it. Yep.
So they're very quick videos. Some were really quick. Some were just like 3 minutes, the most.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it'll be quick and snappy. But the only other wrinkle is if there's a duplicate, which would be bad luck, but it's possible. If we two guests give us the same game, we're simply just going to tell them off recording. Whoever sent it after the other person, we'll just have them send us a different one. It won't be probably won't be a video attached to it. It'll just be something we update on the next one. And there you go. And then once we have all our options, then we'll assign each other our final boss, and we'll lock in, kick this thing off. All right.
That's right.
So we'll go over to that now and check out their videos. Again, I did not get to listen to them ahead of time, so audio levels could be all over the place. Hopefully it's manageable and not too hard to hear.
Hello, boys. It's great to see you.
Hey.
Thank you for this fine opportunity to recommend you some games. I was waiting until I got over this cold and got my voice back before I recorded this for you. However, it seems like maybe that's just never going to happen. I might just be permanently sick for all of 2026, and so the people can wait no longer. I got to get you your games for the, what are we calling this? Hang on. Party Quests.
Yes.
Hopefully you haven't changed the name on me. Party Quests.
That's right.
So, looking through your backloggeries, I was trying to think, what's a good game to recommend that you play? And then I realized I don't need to think that hard about it, because over on my stream, I've been doing this kind of like optional thing with my viewers where people can give me the name of a game and I rank it on a definitive list of how good it is compared to every other video game in the world. So we're building that list up right now. It's up to a little over 100 games.
Wow.
And I figured I'm just going to go from the top of the list down and give each of you the first game on my definitive best games of all time list that you don't already have beaten. So I went starting at number 1. We worked our way down. And for my boy Alec here, who we're going to start with, it did not take long, because my number 1 favorite video game of all time is Outer Wilds, which you have on PlayStation and have shamefully never played. So please, I am begging you, go. Get down with some Outer Wilds. Hopefully you enjoy it. It is a tremendously special game. There's nothing else like it out there. Phenomenal puzzle design, incredibly interesting world. It's just a great time, top to bottom.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
And like I said, it's my favorite game ever. So hopefully you enjoy it.
It's
for Alec, buddy.
Good excuse.
Outer Wilds is the game.
Thank you. I appreciate
now,
that.
for Zach, it was a little trickier. I had to go down the list a little bit. You dodged a couple of bullets here, so you were ducking and weaving because I didn't see Chrono Trigger on there. Eco, you've already finished.
No,
Final Fantasy IX is
I don't have
not on your backlog, which surprised me a little bit, but we worked our way down. We got to game number 7. Immediately after The Last Guardian, but immediately before Balatro, in case you're curious about the general rankings. The game I'm going to assign you, buddy, Earthbound, which you have in 3 different places.
Oh, God.
You have on the Wii U eShop, Miscellaneous. I guess it's only 2, because the other one is Earthbound Begins.
That's NSO, I think.
So, Earthbound,
think
my
so.
friend. It looks like you've started it, so hopefully that doesn't mean that you've started it and
No,
hate it.
You restarted.
I can't imagine that's the case. Also, I didn't check.
we
how
might be
long
in
to beat,
trouble.
but if it's
Luke,
under
that's
10
like Luke's
hours, I would
favorite
cry.
game.
Yeah, it's
So
28. What am I
Yeah.
talking about?
that
What did I
might be the
just
one that
live on
could
camera
easily
embarrass
overlap.
myself?
Yeah,
Oh God.
it's
So,
true.
two of my favorite games ever, Earthbound
Bad luck.
and Outer Wilds. We want to see my boy Zach working his way through Earthbound. We want to see my boy Alec working
Okay.
his way through Outer Wilds. Hopefully you
Alright.
enjoy both of those games. Hopefully they weren't recommended by other people. I didn't check.
Exactly.
If they are and you want me to give you new ones, just let me know.
Let's see.
Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing, fellas. You're fantastic human beings, and every day you get a little bit cooler. So,
Wow.
peace.
Yay!
Thank you.
Where's that button?
It's that fun.
Where's that button?
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay.
I'm worried about that one though, because that was like the
Yeah.
one I was like, Luke's gonna give me Earthbound for sure, right? I don't know, like there could be other ones for sure, but because you got a lot
be a
of Zelda
Zelda game,
game, yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. It might just like, especially when it's a huge list, you might not be like something else might pop out to him if he's not specifically looking for it.
Mm.
But I'm down for it. Yeah, it was one that I had for Gents Challenge that I only barely started and didn't really get anywhere. So yeah, Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
I've heard him talk
I've-
about it all
he's-
the time.
He's sung its praises for a while now, so it's about time I.
Is that a
I
long
get,
game?
It's long enough. I know it's. I think it's deceptively like you think it might be a short game, but it ends up being a bit longer.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I haven't looked at like a how long to beat or anything like that, but
I'm gonna confirm that.
I believe
I'm
it is.
sure
It does fit in that
Sure
criteria.
it does. I'm just curious if it's a meaty game. I actually don't know. I've only heard him say it. I don't
think
really
it's
know it.
I don't think it's tremendously meaty.
17 hours for main story.
Yeah.
22 and a half for main plus extra. 29 for completionists. Earthbound.
Yeah. Earthbound's like a 35-hour game, I think.
Yep. 28 hours. 32 for main plus extra. 38 and a half for completionists. All right.
Yeah, well, I haven't played Earthbound either. I'd be like, I've started it, but I haven't finished it. And so that would be a game I'd restart, because I think the last time I started it was like over 10 years ago now. So, yeah, well,
Okay.
I kind of hope that Luke doesn't pick that for you either.
Yeah.
That would be not so good.
We'll see.
But great. Well,
Right.
thanks. Great first
Thank you
video.
very
Got off to a
much.
good start here.
On to Luke. We're going to find out right now. Here he is
Yeah.
on the Windows background.
And there's Mr. Saturn right there.
Oh, God. Yep.
Hello, Alec and Zach. Here to give you your Party Quest objective. Thanks for having me on last year. Hope the next year is just as exciting for you. For Zach, I challenge you to play Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo.
Oh,
on the GameCube.
Wow. Is that
this
long
game
enough?
is very
I'll
near
play.
and dear to my heart.
But I know you love
I
Chibi Robo.
liked it a lot. I found it through Nintendo Power back in the day. And
Yeah, I remember
it doesn't
that
get a
too.
lot of love. But it's on NSO now, so you can play it that way or on the GameCube or whatever.
Yeah.
It's on your backlog, so
Cool. Okay.
enjoy. And
it will take that
Alec.
long, yes.
sorry I don't have a fun graphic for you. I had that Chibi Robo from a Majora's Mask randomizer I did, funnily enough. But that's not related to your game either. I'm going to have you play Paper Mario The Origami King.
Oh,
I played that,
Oh,
pretty
that's
quickly
one I
after
haven't
it came out.
played
I
either.
enjoyed it. It's divisive, but I think it's a pretty good time. I'd love to hear another person's thoughts on it. It's got some
Well-
good, it's got some bad, it's got some weird. But if that's not Paper Mario, then, I don't know what is. Anyway, hope you both enjoy your games. Hope I
Okay.
didn't just touch the mic there and make a big noise. Have fun.
Right.
all right.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
I know he always talks about Chibi Robo, but I did not expect it. I'm glad it went that way though. Chibi Robo is definitely one
Yeah.
to be glad to play.
Yeah, I just quickly looked it up, and yeah, it takes about 12 to 15 hours to beat the main story, and completionist runs would be like 26 or something
Okay.
like that. So like double the length of the game if you want to.
Very nice.
If
And
you
these,
really
these
love
are
it.
doable, especially for double length.
Yeah.
Or double points.
Yeah.
Cool. I have it on GameCube, so that was one I could have done for that too. But NSO, I probably would be easy there too. So Paper Mario: The Origami King, I never would have predicted in a million years. So I have that
That's
on my
great.
list.
I mean, I'm really excited about that. Yeah, because I remember I picked it up like right after it, basically as soon as it came out, because it was getting a pretty decent amount of buzz, and that like it wasn't completely back to the original form of like the Thousand Year Door and the original, but it still had promising. It was going in a promising direction.
Yeah.
I guess.
So yeah, I've played Paper Mario Sticker Star and I hated it. I've beaten all the other Paper Marios, so except for the Origami King, I haven't started.
Even Color Splash?
Yeah, Color Splash, I did.
Yeah.
This was okay, but not a good Paper
better
Mario
than
game.
Sticker Star.
Yeah,
better than Sticker Star, but still not that much better.
Like I enjoyed it, but it's just not at all the game that I wanted to play.
Right.
Okay, interesting.
Well, hey, that's really exciting. So those are two games that have been on my radar, but just not directly on my radar. So that's great.
Have you
love that
beaten Earthbound?
No, I've not.
Okay, well, I'm surprised you dodged that too. Then
I did. Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I kind of thought he was gonna. Yeah, you see the little Mr. Saturn in the background. You think that hey, the Earthbound's showing up, but
he might not. He might have just looked at other systems and not seen it. I don't know, but NSO. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think Tara's next. Very short video, 40-second video. So
that's awesome.
Who knows what that is?
Unpredictable.
But that's the thing is like I was hoping everybody would do at least 10 hours because we have to re-roll it if it's less than that too, unless it's close enough we could stretch it. But all right.
Okay, so Alec, your game.
Right at the gate.
The cheat. Where's Alec's game?
What?
Oh, Nier Automata.
Nier Automata, because, dear God, somehow you have not played this. What the fuck, my dude? And then Zach's game, I have... Oh, hi, Grubbles. Do you have a game?
The hell?
Of course.
Hollow Knight. Okay.
Hollow Knight.
There you go.
It's a really good game. It's one of my favorites. Have fun with it.
Awesome.
Okay, bye.
Hollow Knight, yeah.
The cheat gave me Nier Automata. All right, yeah. I don't know how. I haven't done it. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. So this is good excuse as any now, though.
Hollow Knight was definitely been on my radar for a while now. So absolutely. And you just played that last year for Gen Challenge?
Yep. Funnily enough, it was on my radar for you too. So
there you go.
yeah. So
so
I have backups though. So
okay. Yeah, it's interesting because on the Gens Challenge, which hasn't been up. It might have been. I got a Discord notification. I don't know if that's what it was. Maybe it's him messaging me the video. He's gonna message me with it first, I think.
Oh, he'd message you with it first. Oh, okay.
Gotcha. As of recording the mini game Madness Gens Challenge, the videos aren't up yet, but we did record them, so we know our games. And I got Stray on that one, which you just played last year for our challenge, right?
Yep, right at the end.
So
pretty fresh.
Playing some similar games, similar times. All right, last up we got Rusty.
All right.
This is the same video. Okay.
Hello, everyone, or hello, Zach and Alec. I hope this video finds you well. Zach reached out to me a couple nights ago and said, hey, want you to help us with our backlog challenge here in 2026. So I thought that'd be pretty exciting. Really appreciate you guys asking me to be a part of it. We are here in the game room. Scoob over there says
that
hello.
Kirby I gave him.
We've got a selfie stick. Hopefully,
hey.
This the audio quality and everything's all right. A little shaky.
Sounds great.
All right, it's like basically going to be a kind of a Cloverfield shot here for today's video. But Zach had all of these conditions that he sent me, something about being over 10 hours, researching your backlogs. I took a quick peek. It's been a busy week, so you'll have to forgive me for not doing maybe a tremendous amount of research and preparation for this video. But I don't think the games that I select will be of any shock or surprise to either of you. The first game that I had to select is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Okay. It is a game that really caught me by surprise. It's something that, coming, I guess this would have been leading up to the release of Rise of Skywalker. We were pretty jaded as Star Wars fans with that film trilogy. And just as a Star Wars fan in general, I was just really not excited about anything Star Wars related coming out at the time. And I remember Ryan picked the game up and he said, "You have to check this out." He came over to my apartment at the time, and we played the game for like 8 hours nonstop. Absolutely loved it.
That's my licensed game option.
It takes place 5 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith. So as you can imagine, Order 66 has been executed. Vader and Palpatine are basically roaming the galaxy trying to basically
if he just gives us 2 games with no
Jedi.
assignment.
Very exciting story.
That'd be amazing.
I won't say anything more than that.
Awesome.
That's really just back of the box information. So hopefully you guys will also enjoy the game as much as I did. If you choose to end up playing it together, review it, whatever you might do. I'm not really sure how you're structuring this entire backlog challenge. And the second game really should come as a surprise. I was really happy to see that both of you owned it. But before I share that game, I want to just publicly shame Zach for only owning one Assassin's Creed game. That just kind of really pains me to see that on your backlog. Maybe you just haven't updated your backlog. I'm not entirely sure, but we need to get you some more Assassin's Creed games and start chipping away at that series. But because you only have the first Assassin's Creed game, and we're not going to put you through that painful experience, we are hopefully going to have you both play Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, a game that I know Alec has started, I think, a couple different times, a game that I, of course, love and have played multiple times, and have been publicly declaring and praising this game for years. And I just don't feel like enough people have played it. Obviously, no other games have made use of the Nemesis system because of the patent that Warner Brothers had on it, I believe. But regardless, a really fun game, takes some creative liberties with the Middle-earth lore, and is just a lot of fun, especially with the Batman Arkham combat, kind of the Assassin's Creed traversal system. And it's not too open world of a game either. It's kind of more confined and contained to 2 specific locations, whereas Shadow of War takes things a little bit open world and it's a little wild. So anyways, those are my 2 games. I don't know how long this is supposed to be. It might have like a 60-second limit, but you know me. I like to talk. I like to ramble.
As long as it needs to be.
Here I am in the game room talking about 2 games I absolutely adore. I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I hope you both enjoy them. Hope this video found you well, and I cannot wait to hear what you have in store for you when it comes to your 2026 backlog. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Rusty. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Rusty.
That's what you get for yada-yaing my explanation. I said something about this and... All right. We'll have to go...
That's one of my favorites. I love the fact that it's just like, yeah, I guess I skimmed it. I don't know, but I feel like when he's watching this, he's gonna realize, oh, I was supposed to assign them each separate games.
Yeah, so he took, instead of, I said you could assign one for each of us or the same one for both of us, he took it as you could assign 2 different games for both of us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get some clarification on that. Which one's going to which? That's absolutely not what I was expecting, by the way.
Really?
I'll say just in case you say it, I'll save it till after, but I had some other games I thought for sure would come before those, but okay. So we can't really pick those to start, but those are both games I'd love to play. Both of my licensed game options I was considering too.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to get him to assign one to each of us. All right.
Even if it's a coin flip. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, however he wants us to decide it. I would just straight up call him if I knew he would be up. I don't know he's disturbing, but it would be
9. Yeah, it's a little
Would've,
late for that.
Would
just in
love to
case.
get a live reaction to this, but
To finding out that he is.
it's okay though. It's okay. This was
No, it's
is a part of it. It's part of the process. But we
part
got
of the
plenty of
process.
options still, at least.
Sure, and it's like I get it. He's a busy man. He's a dad. He's got a lot on his plate. So
Yeah.
busy guy.
And he gave us the longest explanation too, ironically. The longest
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Well,
right.
he's got to go into why he loves the games that he's picking for us. I
Yeah.
understand it.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. Skimmed. All right. It's time to do our final boss fix. All right. How do we want to do this? Who wants to start this thing?
You can start because I had a couple of options. I just want to of alternates besides Hollow Knight, and I just want to double check that I am actually picking one that is, because I don't remember if I checked if they could be if they're within the going to beat range.
Okay, so you're going to route I didn't expect too. I thought for sure I would have certain games.
Yeah, Hollow Knight was my first pick. That was originally what I was going to go for you, and then that ended up getting picked, which is completely reasonable.
I have a couple. I was bouncing around with. This is of course the year we do one pick is now. I could easily do a solid 5.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, I'm just gonna go with my gut pick. It's nothing crazy. It's Bug Fables. All right, Bug Fables is gonna be your final boss. You have to play Bug Fables because that's one that it's not like known as a masterpiece or anything. It's not like you'll definitely love it. I'm interested to see your thoughts. There's definitely some flaws to it, but as someone who loves Paper Mario, it's shamelessly Paper Mario inspired, and it's like a better Paper Mario game than some of the last couple of Paper Mario games that have come out. So it's like, and the combat is surprisingly fun. It's like simple, but it's a clever system too. I just love the world. It's a cute bug themed world, and there's a lot of bug lore. It's fun. So there it is, Bug Fables.
Rock on. All right. Well, for you, Hollow Knight was what I was really gunning for, because it's a nice meaty indie game. It's really fun, really enjoyable.
Okay.
It's wonderful. But seeing as that has already gotten picked, you're already hopefully going to be playing through that. I instead wanted to pick, because like that, I was so focused on that. I did have backups, but now I don't.
So
now I'm like,
your backups, bro.
Okay, so my backup for you is going to be a game that I actually haven't played. I actually want to double check this isn't over 50 hours.
Game you haven't played? You're picking a game you haven't played. You can force me to play any game. You're picking a game you haven't played. Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's
only you.
That. No, you know what? I changed my mind again. I go with my other backup.
What have I done?
This is a game that I haven't beaten, but I have played a significant amount of. It's a game that I think is underappreciated when it comes to the wider series as a whole. I think I can understand some of the negative sentiments around it, like not like overly negative, but some of the lukewarm sentiments around it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's something that's really, really special. And I think it's worth delving into, since I think there are a lot of games in this franchise that you haven't really played. So that game for you is Final Fantasy V.
5. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the Pixel remaster.
Interesting.
That, so
I never expected it. For the first game, I thought there was going to be a sign. I realized it's too long, but then I thought, okay, for sure, Final Fantasy 7, right? I thought for sure Final Fantasy 7. I thought if you didn't give it to me, someone was going to give it to me. But Final Fantasy 5, why 5?
Yeah. 5 it's kind of like I said, it's one of those like sort of somewhat underappreciated games in this series. I think 7 like deserves all the laurels that it gets, and 7's a game that you should just be playing in
And
general.
Yannies.
Like, what's that?
And it's Yannies. And it's
Ye-
Laurels.
yeah.
Laurel.
Oh, like
Or
Yanni and Laurel.
Yanni. I keep forgetting that one.
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah. Yanni. But 5 is just like I would really like I don't know, I just to me I kind of want to just hear somebody's opinion on it who has not very you haven't played very many games in that series, but it does a lot of things like really well. Particularly, I think it has some of the best gameplay in terms of what you're doing, just minute to minute in it. I think the story is generally the weaker part of it, but it's the gameplay, the job system, like really getting into customizing your characters and doing stuff with that system as a whole. So, and the music is really good too. So, yeah, I don't know, that just to me, it's like 7 is that's the obvious pick. You've already played through some of 7. You should just buckle up and just beat it. But 5, you haven't experienced it. You have a little bit more of an outsider's perspective. I think the only one that you've beaten is 16, right?
16
So
of the main ones, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I picked 5.
Wow, okay. Couple shocks tonight. Well, the one I forgot was too long, so I thought you might pick it, but Rusty could have picked it. I thought he was going to Final Fantasy 13. I thought I was gonna.
Yeah,
I thought there was
it's
no
a
way
little
of getting
long.
out without it because I didn't put a cap on
Right.
their games, so they could have done it. But
yeah, they on how long to beat it. Like there are people that said like, oh, like 38 hours or something. I'm like, that's nonsense. Like I'm just telling you right
and I
now,
said
like having played
58,
it,
so it was it
Yeah.
was over.
that's gonna be more. Yeah, that's gonna be more accurate to.
But I didn't put a
actually
limit.
beat.
I don't know if I guess he said he didn't do too much research, but I thought for sure, Rusty's here, that's gonna happen, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, but in Final Fantasy 7, I was like, oh, I was kind of thinking this might be my year to start getting, get Final Fantasy 7 done so I can start getting to the remakes and whatnot. We'll see. I might still try to. We'll see if I can with checkpoints and whatnot. But yeah, okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
So I got to beat Final Fantasy 5. That's the one game that I'm guaranteed to beat. And
Yeah.
you got to beat Bug Fables.
Got to beat Bug Fables.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
interested.
it's about time. I've been putting it off. Put it off too. I put this off for far too long.
I'm interested in your thoughts. I think it's very charming. There's some stuff like with the puzzle that's kind of janky at times, but overall, very pleasant experience for me. But
Cool.
I did consider a couple others. I considered Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. I considered Hogwarts Legacy. A couple of these ones. But I was like, I just keep going back to Bug Fables. So it's on the list before, so lock it in.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to lock in our first quest. So to peel back the curtain, we did, at the time of this video, we're just starting a Gents Challenge as well, so that's a complication. Like we said, you get 2 points for each of those games you play, but obviously it's up to you how much you favor those versus these. We can say right now that I have a couple of pretty easy ones on there. I have Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, The London Case, of course, on PlayStation 5, and I have Stray. Both are very doable, so shouldn't interfere too much. Shouldn't be a problem to do them. But then you have Stellar Blade and Metroid Prime 4, so there's a little bit more.
Right.
So it's in your corner how much you want to weight them.
Right. And they're a little bit more meaty for sure. They're not tremendously more. I know Stellar Blade is probably like a 15-hour game, and Metroid Prime 4 is probably right around the same area. So that's all very doable, I think.
I strategically went with games that are just shy of the 10 hours that wouldn't be eligible for this challenge anyway.
That was a smart thing to do. I probably should have done that, but I didn't do that. So,
But now you can steal my you can reheat my nachos in the next one maybe. But
Maybe.
we'll see. But now we got to decide which one we're locking in. So again, there's a bunch of different factors. There's those games. There's our final boss games, which we could start right now if we wanted to, and we could do them any time. But we got to lock in a quest, whether it's
Right.
a main quest or a party quest that we want to start with. What are you thinking? Once you lock in, you're stuck with it till you finish.
It's true. It's true. I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough to consider.
It's something to consider. Sure.
It's something to consider at least. Well, here's a question: do you have one? Do you already know like definitively what your choice is going to be?
Yeah, but maybe I react to what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
I was putting it in your corner.
You put it in your corner.
I did, since I said the final boss first, of course.
It's true. You did say the final boss first. So
what are you looking for?
Let's see what games I own.
The games you own. Wow, this is
the games I own.
Crazy work.
That's
you got a backlog.
I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Do you know if you have the strength to do it?
I have the strength to do it, and I'm gonna do it. Darn it, you gotta do it right now.
Okay.
So I'm locking in my license game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Where's your head out? What are you thinking of a certain game?
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Feel you. Interesting. Yeah, I thought you might go with the party quest. That's what you implied earlier. Maybe you would go with one of those. But
but I'm locking this in right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play that.
What if I just went random right out the gate? That would be bold.
We could do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I gotta be frank with you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
I have a specific agenda in mind coming into this, and that was the recent Fable announcement has got me hyped. As much as I love Fable, I haven't beaten the first two Fables.
You've only beaten Fable 3, right?
Only beaten Fable 3. I've played a good portion of both the first two, just never finished it. And I really want to beat both of those before the third one comes out, because as I was literally joked in our podcast, I was like, oh, I'm going to play Fable when it comes out on PlayStation a year after. No, it's coming out now, baby, in autumn.
Yeah, it's coming out this autumn. And honestly, the new demonstration, I thought all the previous demonstrations of the game looked really kind of awful.
Right.
Like,
it looks great.
It kind of looks good. Like, dare I say, it looks good.
I loved what I heard from them. Like, they were saying all the right things. So they could be blowing smoke up my ass, but what they were saying implied heavily that they're treating the series with a lot of care, and like from fans of the series, and they're doing it justice. There's also like it's a more open world type game. I'm curious what that's like. But also they have a lot of stuff that's like homage to the originals, and it seems to be capturing that charm. Like all the things they said, they're big to the series, like the morality, the British humor. I like to hear that because it's a very British game. All the different interactions, you can interact with more people than ever before in more ways. So I'm just hyped off that. So I'm like, I want to push myself to do that. So for me, it's let me just confirm. I think this is the one I had it in my short list for. Okay, so the one I'm locking in is something old.
Okay.
Something old. So I want to play Fable The Lost Chapter specifically, because it's just Fable with some extra stuff. And so DLC, I just had to double check. It's September 2005 it came out. So I was 9 years old. 9 years old when it came out. So that's what my goal is. Obviously we're not locked into the game, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'll do. And then I'm going to try to lead into Fable 2 with another one, ideally, so I can get them done and be ready for that one.
You do a series continuation, maybe.
That's
Something like
what I
that.
was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I could technically do that one for Fable, but
Animal on the box art, is the dog on the box art
no,
of that?
that's immediately what I was looking for too.
Dang.
So that's
that's the
my
big
thought
thing about
process.
Fable 2. It's your dog.
So we're both going in with our standard 5 EXP main quest to start. So a lot of
Right.
room to move around here as we progress. And so for my party quest, I have Earthbound, Hollow Knight, and Chibi Robo, and then Rusty's got to tell me which one I got now. Star Wars Jedi
Yep.
Fallen Order, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, which were literally two I was considering for licensed game. So,
because here's another thing too. He may have given me an Assassin's Creed game because you don't have them.
yeah,
I have a lot of
what's
them.
going on there? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. He
so
mentioned Assassin's Creed, but then went to something else.
So if that's the case, he may have ended up giving me an Assassin's Creed game.
Okay, and
So,
if he really wants to, I think I have Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U. So you have at it. I was about to be like, oh, he's about to give me original Assassin's Creed. That is one of the few games that I just stopped playing because I was not feeling it. But
yeah, I that's actually, funnily enough, that is, I believe, that could be Gents Redemption for me.
yeah, for me too. But still not doing it.
I might do it. I might not up and do it.
and what are your games for the party quest now?
So for the party quest, I have Nier Automata. I have The Outer Wilds. I have what did Luke give me?
Paper Mario, The Origami King.
Mario. Why am I keep thinking Earthbound because
you would think
we were talking so much about
so
Earthbound.
random.
Paper Mario, The Origami King, and then whatever Rusty so chooses, if he wants to give me one of those games, or if he does want to give me an Assassin's Creed game, he can feel free to do so. We'll get a clarification on that from him.
Yeah,
and we can move forward from there. And then your final boss is Final Fantasy V. My final boss is Bug Fables,
the Everlasting Sapling. Yes,
that's right.
It's a tough boss right there.
Yeah, cute boss though.
Yeah. I'm down. So yeah, like we're saying, we even with locking in one, we still have a lot of options of, do we want to focus on Gents games? Do we want to focus on our final boss now? Do we want to focus on our quests?
Got a lot we could do. A lot we could.
What are you thinking?
Manage.
What are you thinking? How you're gonna start? What's the first game you're gonna start with? Are you going with the Gents game? Really, are you going with this game?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do Gents first, just to lock in on the Gents. But
you gotta lock in, or I'm gonna leave you in the dust, because I'll get the 2 Gents games and I'll just get out of here.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could be, but I think maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways I could go. That's kind of the exciting thing here now.
Yeah, I'm itching to play Fable, so like my heart's telling me I want to play that. Like I would start that tonight if I can. But also these Gents challenge games obviously are very easily palatable, so
right,
might bust one out real quick. Who knows? I might do a little bit of both. But I hope you just keep putting off the final boss and you never finish and you get no points.
That's that's not going to happen though.
There's no way.
There's no way I'm going to let it happen.
It's so unlikely.
But I gotta have a satisfying journey to get there. I gotta have some.
You don't want to speed run to the final boss.
Nah,
speed run final boss.
Take your time.
Yeah.
And that's the Persona 5 Royal way, or the Persona 5 way, just in general, is take your time. That's like the tagline.
Or you could fuck off and play a completely different game that's not on there and get 1 point.
It's true. I could do that, and I might do that.
You should do that. I think you should do that and focus your time on those games.
Yeah. So, and also, I don't remember if we said, but finish a separate game. Those could be of any length, and that's why they're only 1 XP.
Yes.
1 EXP. So
that's the wrinkle.
Like, yeah, you could be an indie game, but it's like, is it really you know, it's like, oh, you spent 4 hours doing that, so you get a point. And it's like big whoop.
Mhm.
You could have a little extra
But-
time. You get 5 full experience
But,
points.
but
in there,
honestly,
you
I
know?
probably have a good amount of like shorter games like that I just don't usually get into, which might still be nice to get in there and like incentivize me to sprinkle them throughout.
Sure.
So not bad.
That's why we wanted to like still offer points for it, because like don't want to discount them completely. I think it's just not, you know, I get, because there's lots of short games that I'd like to maybe just try and play. Definitely some stuff on like the Nintendo Switch Online. You know, there's some shorter games on there. It might be fun, like Star Fox 2. Never played it. I have no idea anything about it really, other than that's where the chicken walkers came from. But yeah,
there's so many things to consider, because then now you also have to consider when you go into the game, do you want to do harder difficulty? You want to go for the 100%, whatever it may be. Like, you're gonna be pissed when I beat Agatha Christie on hard, but it's just gonna happen.
I don't even know
wonder what the difficulty
I doubt it has one.
But I wonder what the
If it does,
I wonder what the platinum or 100%'s like for that game.
I'll be shook.
That's a complete blind spot for me. Like that game's a random game I got. It was like super cheap on Woot one time. So
what's it called?
Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, the London case.
The London case.
I don't know. It might even be a sequel. It might be Lost.
Yeah, there's also the first cases. There's the London case. Hercule Poirot. He's a little Belgian man. Is that Captain Hastings? Interesting. Trophy guide.
It's a grueling platinum.
It's a difficult. It probably doesn't even. Oh, it does have a guide. Here it is. It's a 2 out of 10 difficulty, baby.
That's what we like to hear. How did
6 hours?
Did
6
you
hours
platinum
long.
Stray?
No, I have not yet.
Is that like an easy one, or?
There's. I think I may have talked about it in our wrap up video, but there's like one trophy that's like really annoying because it's very RNG dependent.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did get it, but there's that one, and then you also have to speed run the game. You have to beat the whole game in under 2 hours.
So it's a lot to consider, because like sometimes it might just be an easy extra point, but then a lot of times it's like you really got to dedicate some time. So is it worth doing that for an extra point? It's up to you. It's up to you.
Because like sometimes it's like Astrobot. It's like really the only way to play that game is to do everything. You know, get the platinum and get maybe even do 100% too.
Yeah.
Do all the extra DLC stuff they have. But yeah, but then in a game like a huge RPG, like I don't know about that. Most RPG platinums are
they're not gonna be
pretty dicey there. So.
RPGs I'm out on for sure. But yeah, we say all this, and then we also have to keep in mind checkpoint games. So 40+ hour games sprinkled in after every 4 quests completed. So I also have a little short list of like some thicker games that I'd like to try to get done this year for sure. A couple of the big RPG series I'd like to get some in there. So
yeah, I mean, there's more Tales games for me to play. There's more that I haven't, and I love that series because I've been playing like Tales of Symphonia again recently with our boy Dubs, my boy Dubs, but now our boy Dubs because he's been on the channel. He's a Tarqaron guest, so I've been playing through that with him, and that's been a lot of fun revisiting that game. But I love that series in general, so I'd really like to play more of those.
Yeah, so on my just like short list of potential checklists, checkpoint options, I had Metaphor ReFantazio, even though that's still really long.
Yep.
Dragon Quest IX, Skyrim, Persona 3 Reload, Lost Odyssey, Death Stranding, Final Fantasy VII, Tales of Symphonia. Final Fantasy VII, that would be up to your discretion because it's like technically right below it, but you could stretch it. But some of those big ones, I've been feeling like Lost Odyssey. You gave me that game years ago.
I did.
So
I did. I think it has a slight performance boost on Xbox One. But if you don't have access to that, still very playable. It's just, you know, the loading times. You get used to it. You just get used to it. It's an Unreal Engine 3 game on the 360. You just get used to it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it. I mean, big meaty kickoff to the challenge, but we got to do it justice. It's an ambitious challenge. There's got our guests involved in our parties.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We got
our parties, and you know, we got our members, and we got who. I guess we could probably have tried to assign them roles, but I guess we can do that after the fact. Whatever role you want. I don't know.
Yeah. Some shocking picks in there.
Yeah.
But
it was fun.
It's fun. So thank you to the guests for sending in the videos, and thank you to everyone for watching us. Like I said, I'm going to try to have it in the descriptions our progress sheets, so you can track, because we got to be on this when we get experience points. We got to log that.
Right.
No logging it 5 days later. You know,
Right.
get in there, so we got an ongoing feed. It'll be cool to see.
So and thanks for sticking around. I know it was kind of a lot to get through with like explaining the rules and everything, but like we are really excited for this, and I think I hope that stuff like this, it can be an encouragement to other people to like, hey, you got a lot of games. Maybe you don't have nearly as many games as we do. Like logging stuff, including digital games, like stuff I own on like through PlayStation Plus and stuff I own through Switch Online. I have like 1,800 games, right? Not everybody's got that many games. I understand that. But if you want a fun way to maybe, if you're struggling to like figure out what to play, gamifying your log, maybe doing something with a friend, joining one of our Gents challenges, doing stuff like that can really help you sort of like work your way through it, I think. And that's what I've been kind of the most excited about with this, is that make it a little fun competition. You can make it competition with yourself. You can make it competition with another person. Just have fun with it, man.
Yeah.
So
you can gamify a lot of things in life, and it'll make it more fun. Yeah. Rusty did a video talking about his backlog goals for the year. He has his own little gamifying thing on a spreadsheet. I thought it was a nice little spreadsheet put together. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. This is a lot more involved and a lot more moving parts, but it should be fun.
Right.
Should be fun.
Even something easy as a spreadsheet can help. So
Yeah.
my one of my other friends, my friend Chris, actually, I was telling him a little bit about this, and he said, and then I remembered, oh yeah, he has a backlog. Yeah, backloggery. He has that. Like, he's used that for the last like couple of years now. So I was like, that's pretty great. That's pretty exciting, because like it's always fun to see, because like backloggery is like a little bit outside of the like, wasn't it who started that? Wasn't it the Cartridge Bros started that? Who's at the start of backloggery?
Backloggery?
Yeah.
Just like the website?
Yeah, I felt like there's somebody that was like
no
in
one
the
that
old
we
school
know.
YouTube gaming
Yeah, no one that
community.
we know.
No one that we know specifically, but I feel like it was somebody in the old school gaming community.
Some guy named Drumble.
Drumble?
Drumble is
That's
the
it?
creator.
Drumble?
Yeah.
I guess maybe it isn't anybody we know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm remembering this
Get that out
completely
your
incorrectly.
ass.
I could have swore they were involved somehow too, but
No. They might have like used backloggery.
maybe that's why. But yeah, it's great. It's fantastic, and
Yeah, you got yours updated just so we could do this challenge. Mostly
pretty much, and it was
for me and the guests to be able to pick the games.
But it's good, and it's something that I'm going to try to keep up on and keep a good track of on there in and of itself. So
yeah, so that's good to have. The Gents Challenge has already been good. Yeah, every couple months, it's a clear incentive to finish certain games in a certain amount of time. This is like the Gents Challenge on crack though, so we got just incentive out the ass to do diversify the games we're playing, add extra challenges, play specifically longer games at certain points, so it's not just we're only playing short games. It's fun.
Right.
And
Right.
And
Exactly.
we gave me a trophy, and at the end we can give me a crown, King of Tarqaron, baby.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get the crown this time. No,
Oh
I'm gonna be
wow!
fighting for that
Thank you.
crown. I'm gonna be fighting for that crown. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you fought for it. You fought for the trophy at the end. You
Hmm.
kicked it into high gear. So if you can bring that energy from the jump, then you might have it. But I'm gonna be full throttle, baby. I'm gonna get 4 points from this Gens challenge so quick. On top of my other points, you won't even be able to keep track of these points.
I wouldn't even. I'll just be like, you just be blazing speed, man.
I just
Holy
realized,
smokes.
even as we were talking, that we already fumbled the rules because I was talking about getting a
Oh, did
platinum
we?
for the Gens games. It doesn't count for
Yeah.
them. God
Oh, it doesn't count
damn
for them.
it!
That's right.
Only
It's
the
true. It
only
won't
the
count for them.
quest games can you add on 100%. So
I think we were kind of going back and forth on that. Is that what we? Is that what we're gonna lock in? That you can't.
absolutely, I am not giving
Okay.
you an extra point for 100%ing a 2-hour game. No way, no how, no way,
Okay.
no
Okay.
way.
Okay. All right.
So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
because then otherwise I'm getting 6 points for beating those two Gens challenge games and in like a quick platinum. You know. All right, but that's it. Thanks
Sure.
for watching. Subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel for more. We'll be checking in regularly and plenty of other videos, whether it be reviews, discussions, Survivor every week, you name it.
That's right.
In the meantime, I'm going to recommend a random Tarkron video for you to watch next.
The random rules
Oh, you
of
want
Tarqaron.
to do the random rules quest?
Nope. Nope. I'm good.
What do you think? Are you going to do random rules? Are you man enough?
Someone just yelled out there. So,
Are you
are you
man
tough
enough?
enough?
Are you man enough to do random rules?
At some point, sure. We'll do it. We'll do it.
See. That's such a gamble for me, Imagine I get stuck with some bullshit though.
428 should be a scramble.
That's on my
Like a
list of
90
games I
hour.
want to do
It
anyway.
is. It is on mine
Ain't no
too.
90-hour game.
Yeah.
Ain't no 90-hour game. All right. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out the Coliseum, Zach versus Alec in Horror Hangman.
Hey, that was fun.
This is the only Coliseum we got going on now. Is this backlog challenges?
Yeah, this is a Coliseum if there ever was one.
We haven't been to Coliseum in
Fighting.
some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a couple little competitive ones where it's like we did a couple hangmans, 20 questions, the most competitive things you could imagine. So check that one out. And take care of yourself. Leave a comment with your thoughts below. And see you next time.
All right.